If you have watched any of my YouTube videos in the past, you will know that I am a big fan of Rode gear. I am using the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus right now to film this. I have the Rode Pod Mic over here on a Rode PSA-1 boom arm, and it is usually attached to the Rodecaster Pro, although that is not there at the moment because I share it with my dad, so he is using it. So I use a fair bit of Rode gear. I absolutely love it. I think it's an incredible quality and it just works. For me, it is pretty much the Apple of the audio world. I love Rode gear. Now, another piece of Rode gear that I use quite a lot is the Rode Wireless Go. I have this here. I have had this for about a year now, and this, if you haven't heard of it, which you probably have, is an incredibly versatile microphone. They have since come out with the Rode Wireless Go 2, which is almost the same as this, but you get another microphone because this part is the receiver. You get another microphone, so you have two microphones and they both go to the same receiver. That is the latest upgrade to the Rode Wireless Go. My favourite part about the Rode Wireless Go though is how versatile it is, because you can use it in so many different situations no matter what you are doing and where you need to record your audio, some of which we're going to talk about in this video. But what if you wanted to get even more use out of your Rode Wireless Go? Well, there are a few accessories you can get to go along with it that make it even more useful. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Let's get into it. Now, very quickly, just before we go any further, if you are new here to this channel, my name is Scott Edwards. I make all sorts of video, photography and tech related videos, so if they are the sorts of things you are interested in, consider clicking that little subscribe button just down below there and come and be a part of this community. So why would you want some accessories to go along with your Rode Wireless Go? Well, for starters, at its most basic, what the Rode Wireless Go is a microphone at one end and a receiver at the other end. However, with the Rode Wireless Go, there are a couple of little things that just make it a little bit frustrating to use in certain situations and a little bit finicky. Is finicky a word? I'm not sure. Now, the first one of those reasons is it's not really very discreet, and when you are recording videos, you want to be as discreet with the microphone as you can sometimes. You don't really want a big microphone to be getting in the way of what you are recording because it can be a little bit distracting. So this end of the Rode Wireless Go is a microphone. So you can then attach this to yourself or who you are recording, and you can just capture the audio as simple as that. However, you then have this big microphone attached to your top and it looks a little bit distracting, especially if the light captures it, or you've got a top that's a little bit floppy around the corner. It just dangles down, and that's going to affect the audio quality that you get from your microphone as well. Now, what you could do is you could spin it round and have just the clip showing on the outside, just like that. However, then you might get some ruffling of the clothes, and when we switch over to the Rode Wireless Go in just a minute, I will show you an example of what that sounds like, because it's not really what you want to be hearing on your videos. Another reason why it can be a little bit frustrating to use is outside and in the wind, because as you can see, this doesn't have a dead cat on it or a windshield. It comes with these little ones, and they do have two tiny little red clips that are meant to secure it to the Rode Wireless Go. However, if you do manage to get the dead cat to stay on, all you really need to do, that's stayed on, but it comes off very easily. So if you do have that attached to someone's t-shirt or shirt or whatever they're wearing, that falls off incredibly easy, and then you're going to be picking up the outside wind noise again, which is very frustrating because you then can't edit that out. Now, this is where the different accessories come in very useful, and I have two here, and one is a little lapel mic. We're going to have a look at this, and the other one is the Rode Interview Go. So yeah, let's have a look at these different accessories and how they can help to improve and make your Rode Wireless Go even more useful. Okay, so for demonstration purposes, I have switched over to the Rode Wireless Go, and I have it attached just to my hoodie, and I'm using it as it comes out of the box without any of the accessories. So if you were to just use the Rode Wireless Go on its own, this is how you would use it. I have the receiver attached to my camera, I have the microphone attached to my jumper, and this is the sound that it picks up. So as you would agree, I would think, it does sound really good. It is a very usable sound. However, I do have this, as I mentioned before, and it is quite distracting. And if I switch it around so it's on the inside of my jumper, now it is slightly less distracting, but if I move around, you might get a little bit of a ruffling noise, and that is very, very distracting. And you don't really want to be taking that out of your videos, but you can't take it out of your videos because it is ingrained into the sound. So you can't edit it out. You want the sound to be as clean as you possibly can. But it does sound really good like this. You just might get some ruffles. I don't know if like that. Yeah, you know what I mean. So this is where the Rode Interview Go comes in very useful. Now this, I would say, is a little bit overpriced. It's kind of like a plasticky material with a windshield on the end, and on this bit here you attach your Rode Wireless Go. It's got the nice Rode logo on the outside of it there, but that's kind of covered up when you put the windshield on it. But this again is branded with Rode. Some people like that and some people don't, because some people might want it to be a bit more discreet. But let's switch over to the Rode Interview Go now. So now we are using the Rode Interview Go, and as the name suggests, it is pretty much perfect for those interview style videos. So for example, if I was interviewing someone and I've only got one mic, I could then ask the question like this and then hand the mic over to them so they could then answer, and that's an interview. The Interview Go. That's how an interview works, so you get the point. Can do that. Whereas if you to have the Rode Wireless Go 2, where it'll become even more useful, is you could each have your own one of these Interview Goes, and then you could just have two mics set up and they're both getting recorded straight to your camera. So this is a very useful, slightly overpriced accessory, because it costs 20 quid for this. It's just a bit of plastic with a windshield. Very, very useful, and it looks cool as well because you could use it as a more storytelling device as well. So say you are out and you don't want to worry about having to set up an external mic on a boom pole because maybe you're going to be sat away from the camera in a nice location. You can just stick the receiver on your camera, whack the microphone into this Interview Go, and go and sit in a nice location and use it as a bit of a storytelling device as well. I think if you follow a YouTube channel called Danny Gewirtz, he does that a lot. He will go and sit in a forest and just talk to the camera using a wireless handheld mic, and it looks great. This is another advantage of the Wireless Go and wireless microphones in general, is you're not limited to one particular place, because if you were using a shotgun microphone on top of your camera, or you had your shotgun microphone boomed in front of you like that, you would be limited as to where you could go to pick up good quality audio. With this, you can stand up, you can walk around, you don't have to be facing the camera, you can do exactly what you want to do, you can go wander wherever you want, and you don't have to worry about your audio quality because the microphone is directly there. Very, very useful accessory, slightly overpriced in my personal opinion, but I would definitely recommend getting it, because I think it kind of just gives you a nice laid back feel to your videos as well, because you can just do what you want and you've got something in your hands, so you've not got to worry about. Some people kind of get a little bit awkward with what they're doing on their hands when they're on camera, kind of waving them around and stuff and fiddling with different things that you don't need to fiddle with, which can be distracting. This kind of solves that. So yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next accessory, and this is the Lavalier Go. Everything's named Go. And now we have switched over to the Rode Lavalier Go, and as you can see, this is pretty much the same way as we were using the Rode Wireless Go first up when we had the microphone attached to my jumper. However, now it's slightly more discreet because all you have is this little capsule that is attached to your jumper instead of the large block microphone piece of the Rode Wireless Go. And this might be something you are familiar with. If you watch a lot of TV presenters will have something attached to their shirts like this, because again, it is just a lot more discreet. It also comes with a little windshield on the end, so if you are filming outside, you've not got to worry about wind noise. This is going to cover you, unless you're using it in like really strong winds. then you would have trouble, but this is pretty much perfect for that outside use. So all you have to do to use this is take the Rode Wireless Go, this is the bit we were using before with the microphone, and plug it into the microphone socket, and then you can just shove the cable through your top and pop that in your pocket out of sight, or clip it to your trouser belt. And that's as easy as that. And I actually do think that using the Lavalier Go mic sounds a little bit better than using the microphone that is actually on the Wireless Go. I do think it sounds a little bit cleaner. That's just my personal opinion. I'm gonna turn that back on because I like the way it looks when I've got the screen on. So I think the Lavalier Go is probably my favorite accessory to use with the Wireless Go, a little bit more so than the Interview Go. Now I do love this, however I think this has more use cases than the Interview Go, because you can use this for every style video. You can use it for videos like I am using it now, just sat talking to a camera. You could use it with clients. In fact, I've used it with clients in the past. I was filming one last week, and it is so easy to just get your client mic'd up, because you can attach this to their shirt and click record on your camera, and you're capturing great quality audio straight away without having to worry about anything. And the other good thing about the Lavalier Go mic is it comes with almost a little bit of a shock mount. So, you know, before when we were getting the rustling sounds of moving jumpers around, you could hear the rustle. Now if I move it around, you're gonna get less of that, if any at all, because you've kind of got that little shock mount system to clip your microphone to your shirt. And it just helps get rid of that sound, so you've not got to worry about that in your videos and then having to edit it out or not be able to edit it out. And again, like with the Interview Go, we could just get up and walk around. It doesn't matter where you go. Again, you've got the Wireless Go in your pocket, so you don't need to worry about anything there, and you can just go wherever you want. You could go for a walk around the camera, so now I'm stood behind the camera, and you've not got to worry about that bad audio quality because the mic is still attached to you. And that is, again, just a positive with wireless mics in general, where, again, I'm not going to go into it again. If you're boom arming a microphone above you, you're not going to be able to do anything because you're only recording audio there. Now, you might get better audio doing something like this, but it's a little bit of a faff. Two very useful accessories. We've got the Rode Interview Go and the Rode Lavalier Go. If you own the Rode Wireless Go or the Rode Wireless Go 2, I would more than recommend getting both of these accessories because they just do make it a much more usable device. You've also not got to put up with these terrible dead cats because there's a windshield on the Lavalier and the Interview. If you're curious as to what I was using to carry my Wireless Go around in, I just bought this off Amazon. This costs like £5, I think, so you can put both pieces of your Wireless Go, and it's got a little pouches for your cables up there. Very useful if you own a Rode Wireless Go. If you own a Rode Wireless Go or Wireless Go 2, go and get both of these and you'll just have a lot more fun using your Wireless Go. So yeah, that is it for this video. If you like what you see on this channel, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click that little subscribe button just down below there to come and be a part of this community and keep up to date with all of my latest videos and stuff that's going on. So yeah, that's it. See you soon in the next one. Interview Go, we're going to talk more about this, and the other one is